جنة جنة هذا ما تمنى يا رب فارزقنا.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope everyone is having a productive day and is enjoying each second of being close to our family members due to the quarantine which is happening all across the world. And I hope this holy month of Ramadan will bring lots of happiness to each of your families. I decided to make this video just for you, based on my experience of preparing for the IELTS examination. I would like to share with you the tips which I think you could use in order to score a very high mark at the IELTS examination. But what I would like to do now at the beginning of the video is to like, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I have created this YouTube channel just for you to make informative, useful videos. So let's get back to my tips about the IELTS, about the preparation for the IELTS examination. Let's go. Okay, so the first component of the IELTS exam is listening, which I find the easiest one and the least boring one, because when I was preparing for the IELTS exam, I remember those days, listening used to be the most fun activity. I used to just put on my headphones and listen for 40 minutes without any difficulties. It was very interesting. So, let me now share with you the tips on how you can improve your listening skills. In my opinion, the first thing you should do in order to improve your listening is to listen to English as much as possible. Let me make one example from my personal life. When I went to London for the first time, my English was in a very good level, as I had an overall band score of 7 from the IELTS. Although my English was at a very good level, I struggled to understand real native speakers badly. Even to me, they sounded like they were talking a different language. But as the time went on, as I kept on listening to native speakers, my listening skills improved significantly, and I can confidently say that at the moment I can understand each word British speakers say. So the first thing for you to improve your listening is to listen to English as much as possible. The conclusion from this experience is that the more you listen to English, the better you become at listening. What else? So, what type of listening do you have to do? I usually divide listening into two parts. The first one is active listening. What does active listening mean? Active listening signifies to the fact that you make notes while you're listening. So whatever you watch, it doesn't matter. It could be an English movie, it could be news in English. Whatever it is, you make notes while you're listening. You make a note of things, of important things from your listening. This is called active listening. The second one is passive listening. When you listen to something without making notes, passively. So, what you could do is, you could just watch movies, you could just watch English channels while having a rest, you could just watch English news. Or what you could also do, you could transfer English movies into MP3 and listen to movies rather than watch. So, those are my tips for you to improve your listening. The second component of the IELTS exam is reading. which I think is one of the most difficult. But this component is one of them where non-native speakers like us, people from Uzbekistan, can score 9. So, what you should do to improve your reading? Obviously, the first tip to improve your reading is to read English as much as possible. The more you read in English, the better you become at comprehending what you are reading. The better you become at choosing the most important extracts from a piece of a text you are reading. What else you could do to improve your reading? To improve your reading, you don't have to take a reading IELTS practice every day. It's boring, I know, because it's not easy and it's very boring to sit for 1 hour and just read. It's boring and it's something which you don't want to do every day. So what I think you should do is take IELTS reading practice once a week. You can choose a day, any day, let's say Sunday. You will be taking an IELTS reading practice every single Sunday. But 6 days a week, from Monday to Saturday, what you will be doing is to read general English. It doesn't matter. Whatever you are interested in, it could be technology, it could be agriculture, it could be politics, it could be science, whatever you are interested in, choose any topic and read a book on that particular topic. And like I told you, once a week, you can choose any day, you can take a real reading English practice test. So, now, let's move on to the next component of the IELTS, which is speaking, which I think is the most interesting and the most creative one. So, of course, there are lots of activities you could take in order to improve your speaking. Firstly, it is the same as it's similar to listening and reading. You need to speak English as much as you can. So, first tip for you to improve your speaking is to speak English as much as possible. Second tip for you, sometimes people have a problem of not having an English speaking partner while preparing for the speaking part. They don't have a partner, so they don't talk. But you don't need a partner. Even your mobile phone could be your partner. Just turn on the recording, try to record yourself. Recording is the best method of checking your pronunciation. By recording yourself, you can understand if your speech is clear, if it's understandable, if anybody who listens to your speech can understand what you are saying. You can record yourself. What else you could do? There's one activity which you can do with a speaking partner. Let's say you've got a speaking partner. It's called a speaking marathon. Let's say you've got a partner. For the first part of the exercise, you both have 1 minute to talk about anything you choose. For example, it could be an easy question such as, what have you done today? And you could be talking about that for 1 minute. And then your partner will be talking about it. And then you can exchange some feedback with each other. Once you've talked for 1 minute, the next you can talk for 3 minutes. Again, you choose a topic, you talk to each other, you discuss, and you choose a topic. But as you are talking for 3 minutes, this time the topic you've chosen should be broader, so that you can easily speak for 3 minutes. Because if it's a short, narrow topic, it's not easy to talk for 3 minutes. And then it goes on for 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 9 minutes. You can go up to 15 minutes. Can you imagine if you are able to talk on a topic for 15 minutes non-stop? It means you've got great English speaking skills. Try it at home, and I hope this is going to help you. So now let's move on to the last part of the IELTS exam, which is writing, which I think is the most difficult. And if you check statistics in terms of IELTS takers in Uzbekistan, majority of them, I can confidently say that more than 90% of the IELTS takers score the lowest in writing, because this is the most difficult one. So, but luckily, I was lucky enough at the time, it was about 6 years ago, I managed to score 7 in writing, which is considered to be quite a high score for writing. So, what I did was, first of all, again, I want to acknowledge the fact that writing an essay every day is boring. You don't want to sit for 1 hour and write an essay. Yes, it's very boring. You don't want to do it, you don't feel like doing it. If you don't feel like doing that, again, choose only 1 day of the week to write a full essay, to do a full writing task of the IELTS for 1 hour. Of course, when you do that test, try to time yourself, try to put only 1 hour for you to complete the task. It's what you are supposed to do in the actual exam. What I used to do while preparing for the writing component of the IELTS, as you know, there are 2 tasks. There's task 1, there's task 2. And there are different types of task 1s. It could be a line graph, it could be a bar chart, it could be a pie chart, it doesn't matter whatever it is. What I recommend you to do is to choose only one method, one style of starting your essay. It doesn't matter which one. Again, I told you. And one way of finishing your task 1. Because if you try different strategies, if you try different styles of starting, different styles of concluding, then you may end up being confused. Because at the end of the day, at the exam, you'll be writing only one task 1. Think about it. So choose only one style and develop it. Only one way of starting and one way of finishing. And this is my recommendation to the task 1. In terms of task 2, what I think you should do is, again, there are usually 4 types of task 2 essays, as you know. First one is an opinion essay, where you have to present your opinion on a certain topic. The second one is a discussion essay, where you have to discuss 2 opposing arguments and come to one conclusion. Third one is advantages and disadvantages essay, where you have to talk about pros and cons of a particular topic. And the last one is problem and solution essay, where you are given a problem and what you have to do is to think of a solution to the problem. So again, what I recommend you to do is to come up with your own style of writing an introduction. Only one way of introduction. It doesn't matter what type of an essay. For example, if I'm more specific, for your introduction, you could write down 4 sentences. Let's say the first sentence could be a general one. Second one could be a bit more specific one. While the third one should present your own opinion on the topic. While the fourth one, last one of your introduction, could tell the reader what you are going to do in the following paragraphs in your essay. And similarly, you could come up with the same style and way of writing your conclusion. Again, you could think about certain number of sentences of writing your conclusion. This is my recommendation based on my own experience. If you've got any questions on improving any component of the IELTS, writing, listening, speaking, reading, whatever it is, comment in the below comment section, or you can contact me through Instagram. I will be leaving my Instagram username at the bottom of the screen. I hope you found this video helpful, and please Don't hesitate to raise any questions you've got. I hope you have a good month of Ramadan. Happy Ramadan. God bless you. See you soon. Thank you.